Hello guys, for this video I'm going to talk about Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the fourth game of the Phoenix Wright, the iconic Phoenix Wright series. And my opinion might actually be different from a decent amount of people's potentially, so stick around to hear it. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, let's get into it. So the Hanashi follows Apollo Justice, who's a new lawyer who after his first case, which is this one, pretty much just becomes Phoenix Wright's prodigy. And along with Trucy, his new assistant, and pretty much the new Maya, they also go to solve murder cases like in the other games. So Futsuni, you have a day of investigating and finding evidence, going to court, cross-examining witnesses to find contradictions to object to, and then in some cases another day of investigating and a final trial in the court. The cases range from solving like inner workings of poker games to solving magician's illusions, stuff like that. It's very varied. The cases all felt different each time, but I didn't really like the second case at all, to be honest. The stuff that happens, the characters involved, and the result just wasn't really compelling to me at all. It's really the only case in the game that I just blatantly did not like personally. But like, some of you guys were, the cases were solid, with the first one being my favourite probably. Although the third and the last case were pretty solid as well. I personally don't think they matched the enjoyment that I had with the first one, so I think the game peaks at the beginning and it doesn't really match that for the rest of the game. But what I do like about this one, it deals with some pretty Omoi themes like corruption of evidence and the legal system, needing to change the legal system to counter those problems, and then trying to find light when everything seems kind of dark in the dark age of the law that they set up with this game and follow through with the other games in this trilogy. And without going into spoilers too much in that, I think they handled it really well in relation to the characters and telling sort of a deeper message in the game. I think the Ichiban E thing of this game are the characters. Like, I think they were really well done here. Or just himself, I think he's a great main new character. He's not as good as Phoenix, obviously, but he's very solid still. Same with Trucy being the new assistant, I thought she was really good too. Although they don't have the biggest character development journeys or anything like that, the banter between them is just so good. It's actually really funny, which made me really enjoy experiencing the story and solving the cases with them, even like the second, which I didn't like. The defendants as well were interesting with their own problems that were sort of interesting to take into the cross-examine them. Phoenix Wright's character arc though was the best. It was the best. Seeing him at probably his lowest point in the series so far, and to help him solve a case that started 7 years ago, it's like a big through line of the game with a case out 7 years ago, and caused him to lose his attorney's badge. Like, seeing that character arc from his lowest point to being sort of confident in his job again was really cool to see. Him becoming pretty much a sensei and a father figure was such a good way to progress his character as well, and I'm glad he wasn't just entirely thrown to the wayside to just give all the attention to the new main character Apollo. They balanced it quite well by making him a side character but also giving him a lot of depth and development as well. Shout out to Gavin as well, man. That guy is just such a cool guy. That guy had so much aura, such a good Tomodachi, such a good bro. His arc and his just vibe and banter with Apollo and even Trucy as well is so fun. It was such a nice thing to experience with them, like rivalry but also friendship as well, similar to Edgewood and Phoenix. The art style is as great as it's always been, with very pre-cartoon style drawings and animations, where I think the best parts are the character expressions because they're very expressive and really do represent the kanjo of the character well. The music is solid too, it's pretty good. Not as good as the original trilogy in my opinion, in my iken, but it's still pretty good nonetheless, I'd say. Ketsuron to shite, Apollo Justice is a pretty great contribution to the legendary Phoenix Wright trilogy, absolutely legendary series, where they kept the engaging gameplay of solving court cases to prove your client not guilty, and the endearing characters that have been present throughout the whole series, but they're now also touching on a bit more darker new themes, which I thought was a very nice addition to the overall lore of the world and series, I guess. That's kind of all I have to say. This is a quite short video. I was like, I might as well try out a slightly short retrospective / review style video just to see how it works. To like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care and peace. Bye. Also remember, it's a step ladder.